Good afternoon, YouTube. How is everybody today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday here in St. Louis, Missouri? The sun is shining. It is roughly 50 degrees. I can't believe that Thanksgiving is next week, and we had a big snow last Monday, and here we are. We are back to fall. I am kitrynmarie. I'm an artist, a writer, a speaker, life and a business coach. Reside in St. Louis, Missouri, where I teach a variety of art classes. I teach creative-minded women how they can have their own business, how they can go online, how they can do video, how they can create a blog, how they can brand who they are, what they do, and they can just be themselves. They can take their gifts and their talents and they can make money at what they love to do, aligning their passion with their mission. I have Facebook up over to my right, and I'm doing two different things because as a business person, you want to make sure in your social media feed that you are staying within the algorithms. So if I do my YouTube live and I have my Facebook live, keeps me in the feed, keeps my post being seen by very many people. So I wanted to talk a little bit today about how clear you can be in your message to who you are and what you do and why you do the things you do. And can you specifically spell out what you do and why you do without kind of like stumbling over not necessarily your words, because as a human being you are always going to kind of fumble, and unless you are a true professional speaker or a politician, you'll always find things to stumble over your words. You will fall over because your mind goes a little faster than your mouth. Am I correct, Facebook? I think I am. So, let's talk about your clear pricing. Are you able to tell the people that you are serving what your product is or what your service is? Can you get right to the point? Can you cut right through the chase and not lead them on? Go to my website and sign up for my email list, which I have done, but is it really getting you any closer to any sales? Has anybody, after they have signed up on your email list, have they actually purchased anything from you? And are you wasting your time and your money, the money that you are investing in your business and the things that you love to do? Are you earning money off of that? And are you hoping that they're going to just kind of hang on to your words and hang on to all that free stuff and content that you're giving out, where they're not buying anything and you're wasting your breath? So, if you were leading people over to your website, your social media, hold on. What are they getting from you? What is the content? Crazy here today. What is the content that they are getting, and how are you making money at what you're trying to get them on board with? As a business coach, I charge $85 for 2 hours. That's sitting down face to face with a potential client, a potential entrepreneur, a potential business owner, creative-minded woman who want to take their ideas to the next level. If I'm coaching online, it's $55 for 1 hour. And let me tell you, sometimes we do go over that hour. You try to get as much as you can in that hour, and I am lenient where I kind of like stretch it over to an hour and 20 minutes. So you are getting a lot for the money that I am asking for my business, for my service, where I am helping you. And a Facebook post, and I'm going to go jump back and forth because that's what I do. But on my Facebook post this morning, I'm really, really concerned about some of the people that I have been following in the past, where they have grown their business so much that now they are making these big 7 figures, and they are almost begging you to buy their product so they can continue with that seven-figure lifestyle. As a small business owner, as a creative minded woman who loves to work with her hands and talk with her hands, apparently, um, it's important that my products are meeting the need to somebody else. I'm not asking anybody to purchase so I can live this big, extravagant life. I am asking people if they are interested in purchasing something because one, it's a conversation piece. Two, art has some kind of value. Three, because I business coach. What are you learning from my service? What is it that you can take with you and use, or what is it that you don't need that possibly you took a class and it served the purpose and now you can go on and do something else. But these carnival barkers who are asking you, buy my book, take my course, they have now got on the bandwagon of selling Jesus, because there is a profit margin in almost anything in this life. And one of my very favorite lines from the American president, if I can, let me see if I can quote this correctly. People who are thirsty will be led into the desert because they are told there's water. Now, I would like to think that most of the people that are following me on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, they know I'm a single mom, been a single mom for I can't tell you how long. It has been my passion. It has been my mission just to get my artwork out there to inspire somebody where they are not hiding behind somebody else, where they feel confident that they can talk about the product that they have, the product, that they want to have somebody buy from, the service that they want to offer to somebody, for somebody who needs. I repeatedly say, and I repeat myself all the time, I do not need to make seven figures a year. I'm just trying to make a living. I want to sell my house. Matt and I are looking at property elsewhere. So next year we can do this whole horsepreneur thing, which will, lead us into another entrepreneurial joint effort. I have KM Designs and, photography, and him and I are looking into K&M Enterprise, where we can, further along both of our endeavors, because it's important to us that we are happy with what we do, aligning the mission with our passion, being able to take our arts and take our crafts, or even me with my horses, providing a service for somebody that needs, that somebody can say, oh, I got that from Kitrynmarie. Or, have you seen Kitrynmarie's, art class, or have you taken the art class? Have you bought one of her t-shirts? Even with the products that I represent, I was emailing back and forth with the Gourmet Cupboard, and I have decided that I'm going to stay with them because I like doing my cooking videos. I like representing that product. And, I'm a representative for Avon, and I'm looking for other products that I can take on. I'm talking so much, my throat is so dry here. Hang on 1 minute. But I'm looking for other products that I can represent in the best light that I know how. One, because I like representing a product. Two, I like talking about the product. Three, I like wearing the product. Four, I like being able to showcase what I do to encourage other women either to, get in a downline where you can sell underneath them. And there's another technical term for it, but I can't think of it at the moment. It's just important to, whatever your product is, are you using the product? Are you being able to showcase it the best way that you know how? And sometimes what's important is to take the dollar amount out of what you potentially could make or can make, and use it as a personal interest in what you can learn from the products that you were selling and able to turn it into a service that somebody else needs. So with all that kind of said, let's talk about the t-shirts that I have behind me. Now, I don't know if this is going to show up in the right way once the recording is done there, and I know probably on my live here it won't show up. But these are just a few of my t-shirts. I am very, very much into recycle, thrift store, upcycling, gently used clothes that still have price tags on that I go in and I pick up at all these resales. And because I have a Cricut t-shirt machine, I have taken my favorite sayings and I've been able to put them onto these t-shirts as a conversation piece. Am I looking to make $1 million from selling my t-shirts? No. But I'm hoping that somewhere along the line, someone sees one of the shirts and they're like, oh my God, that is so cute. I think so and so could use that. Or I'd like to wear it because it applies to something that I'm going through right now. Or I always say, great conversation pieces. You have, a t-shirt on that's got some, and I'm all about the glitter. I must be an 11-year-old and a 58-year-old body and mind, but I love things that glitter. So most of my shirts have some kind of glitter on them. And because I'm such a boho kind of person, I like tie-dye. I like things, and I know Facebook, you can't really see the one that's over there, but those are things that represent my spirit, the things that represent what I want to sell or what I want to share. The other thing is too, let's talk about Avon. And, I'm not for everyone. Not everybody is going to like what I sell or what I produce, but it's the things that mean the most to me that I can turn around and share with somebody else. If you're interested in buying, great. If you're not interested in buying, I understand that too. But what I ask is whoever my followers or subscribers are, if you're going to leave a comment, leave a positive comment. And if you can't say anything nice, then you don't need to be on my page and you don't need to be following me. We're at this time in life where social media is our best friend. It's not necessarily about putting the pictures up of your kids or your grandkids or the trips that you've taken. And Matt and I have taken some fabulous trips this past year. But it's about how you can use social media to your advantage to further along with your business. It used to be with Avon that you could go door to door, knock on doors. We had Mrs. Boyer, and she would come over and sit with my grandma. And I know somewhere along the line between a live and another video I talked a little bit about the impact that Mrs. Boyer had on us girls. Myself, my sister, my cousin Stephanie, my cousin Maria, my Aunt Phyllis, my Aunt Sarah, because it was a big deal when Mrs. Boyer came over with her suitcase full of all these wonderful products, that my grandma very willingly wanted to buy. So now we're not going door to door. We can do these fairs, and it depends on how much time and effort you want to put into the business that you have. And if you're using social media to your advantage, you want to be able to work less and be more productive. So I'm sitting here right now with a plethora of Avon products. So if you don't want to know about the new Avon products, you can turn this off right now. You can go do whatever it was that you were doing before. But I just want to talk a little bit about a few products because I like using social media to my advantage. I like being able to talk about the things that I love because I just like to showcase, it's important when you have a business. It's important when you are trying to get a message out. Okay, we got the holidays that are coming up. And, like I said, I'm all about the glitz and the t-shirts that say things. But when it comes to my own personal makeup, when I wear makeup, I don't have a whole bunch on today because I don't need it. But, I love the glitter part of this. This is a liquid cream eyeshadow. This particular color, and of course I don't have the right glasses on to see, but it's kind of like a burnished gold. And it is a glimmer shadow, which I truly, truly love for the holidays. Also, I am still hooked on this Dazzle Drops. It's a glitter that you put just on the top of your cheekbones. You know how J-Lo has that fresh glow to her? It's just really, really nice. But anyway, you just put it on and you just highlights, and then we're talking about making sure, your lashes. I'll take my glasses off a minute. Depending on your own lashes, how much you want to enhance them. This is just a black. Avon doesn't test on animals. That's the one thing why I like it. And I wanted to tell you too, if you have another brand, who is this? This is NYX. I absolutely love the brush on this. So, and it's just about out. But what I like to do is when I want to go in and I want to just kind of separate some lashes, I will take a smaller brush and I will just separate the lashes. That gives it more of a fuller look on your eyes. We want to talk about undercover, this magic wand. It just blends right into your skin. These are products that I like and products that I use. And whether you're interested in the Avon brand or another brand, follow who you like and learn about the product, learn about things that you don't know, do some research. With it being winter, we want to make sure our skin is nice and supple. And for us women who, wear makeup, you want to make sure that your makeup goes on really smooth and it doesn't clump and it doesn't get caught up in flakes and dry skin. I always use baking soda in the shower. I exfoliate my whole body. I exfoliate my skin. At 58, I want to make sure I look the best I possibly can. And then I finish it off when I come out of the shower with a replenishing cream. And then in the spots that I feel are lagging or sagging, I use a firming cream. And these are all from Avon. And they're like $4. $4 for, what is this? Almost 2 full ounces of cream. Where can you go and buy a really, really good face cream for less than $5? The other thing too is our skin, it gets so dry, and here, your lips, and even for the guys, let's talk about the guys that are working out in the atmosphere, that are working in these climate changes. Their hands, their face, their lips are all getting dry too. How about maybe not one that's tinted, but how about a nice lip chap? you know this one is peppermint. I have a thing for peppermint. For a while I was on black licorice, but now I'm on this peppermint kick. So just a little subtle tint. But if you can't find a lip chapstick for your guy, go to the regular drugstore and get some Carmex even. Do you want to be kissing dry lips? I don't think so. These are just little things that I like to talk about when I'm selling Avon, when I'm talking about, products, when I'm talking about representing a company. As a business coach too, something else that I very much wanted to bring up. I like to represent other artists. I like to represent other creative minded women who have a service or have a product and you don't need to be in my coaching group in order to get a shout out. Now, there was somebody that I had been following for quite some time, and she adamantly had said, I'm not going to promote anybody if you're not buying into my business. Well, I really don't see how that is very beneficial because word of mouth goes really, really far. And I would much rather help somebody else along and get some other kind of return other than somebody investing in taking my class. Now, do I need to repeat that? I don't need somebody else to invest in my business in order for me to give them a shout out. So if you have a product or you have a service and you would like to send it to me so I can talk about it, so I can give a testimony and a shout out to who you are and what your business is, if you send me an email at kitrynmarie@gmail.com, I would love to be able to talk about your business. I'd love to be able to give a shout out to who you are and where you're at and what you're representing. You know, we are getting down to the final weeks in 2019. 2019 has been a lot kinder to me than years in the past. I am hoping for 2020 as I continue with my t-shirt line or any of my art classes, my painting, my floral design, my jewelry making. What else do I teach? Law of attraction and vision board, you know, manifesting the life that you want to come into your world, where you are matching images to the words and to the life that you want to live. You know, it's about it's about being progressive. It's about what you can pay forward in 2020, still not necessarily getting to that seven figures. It's about just making a very decent living so your life can be a little bit more comfortable. So your life can very much be about what serves you and how life can work for you. You know, working less doesn't mean that you need to work harder. It is a little bit about being smarter about the products that you're representing, about the service that you can provide for somebody else. Working smarter means making life work for you on your terms and not living behind what somebody else is expecting you to do. You know, not everybody else is a corporate kind of girl or even a guy. You know, 9 to 5 doesn't work for everybody. So, what are you doing in your life that is going to keep you in this progressive progression, you know, awakening and evolving to who you truly are before somebody else has told you to be somebody else or who's somebody who's told you you need to go do this in order to be successful. I've been working out of my home now, gosh, for the last 3 years. 2019, like I said, has been very, very kind. And I'm very appreciative and I'm very grateful that I've been able to take all these lessons that I have learned, you know, whether I am representing a line, whether I'm creating my own merchandise, whether I'm business coaching. Um, oh, I'm looking at a comment on, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you made a comment. But, you know, back to what I was saying, sorry, I got a little sidetracked. That's the thing about when you go live, people make comments and you have to kind of stop. So, but, you know, what's really important is about making life work for you in 2020. It's about doing the things that make your soul and your heart happy. It's about who you can get on board with who you are and why you're doing the things that you do. Um, you know, if you want to work 9 to 5, hey, more power to you. Not everybody can do 9 to 5. But in my coaching classes, in my art classes, you know, we talk about perception, we talk about perspective, we talk about the influence that you can have on the people that are in your small circle. Not everybody's going to be on your bandwagon, but when you talk the right spiel and you connect with people who understand who you are and why you're doing the things that you do, you would be very, very surprised at who has subscribed to your YouTube channel, who is following you on Facebook and Instagram, and how your followers on Pinterest means so much to you. I don't know if I said this earlier, I may have, but my Pinterest page as of this morning was up to 32,000 views a month. I about fell over. In the last 3 weeks, I went from 17,000 views to 32,000 views. If you want to follow somebody, if you really want to see and learn the ins and outs of someone, go over to their Pinterest page. Look to see how their mind works. Look to see how many boards they have and how versatile the person can be. You want to follow somebody, think about why you're following them. Think about, is it their style? Is it the way they talk? Is it the way that they produce? Is it the way that they sell? Is it the way that they can tell a story? There's a variety of different reasons why we follow people. And there are some god awful people out there that want to see you fail. They will make comments, they will go behind your back, they will say all kinds of gosh darn nonsense because they can't understand how successful you have become. There's a lot of trolls that are on the internet that are stalking, and I always say, take what you need and leave what you don't. I'm not going to be for everybody, and that's okay because I am very content with who I am and the business that I've put together. Building my empire, as I like to say, has been based on gifts and talents that I have known how to do. As an artist, it's important that people like my work, not necessarily because it's fine art, but because it's something that I've created and they've said, "Oh, I've got her work." There are very many people who have my paintings across St. Louis, and that tickles me that somebody is interested in the image and in the color. And anybody who is just starting out in a business, as an artist, create. Let that be the foundation to why you do what you do because you enjoy it. It makes your heart happy. And when you love what you do, the money follows. You know, it's not always raining pennies and dimes, but you know what? When it does, it does it really good and really heavy. And you are thankful that you stuck to the things that have made your core so gosh darn happy. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I don't know how long I've been on here, but it seems like it's been a while. So if you're interested in any of my business coaching, if you are interested in any of my art classes, if you're interested in any of my Avon products, when I get my new link to the gourmet cupboard, I will get that up to you, but always be happy, be blessed, be thankful for all the things that happen in your life. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and not everybody's going to get on your bandwagon. But you know what? Be true to yourself, and talk your story. Tell people why you do the things you do, and don't let money always be the motivation behind what you do. Do it because it just makes you happy, and you want to be able to share your service and your product and be proud. Be proud of the gifts and the talents that you have because you don't know who's watching. You don't know who's going to pick you up. You don't know who is, wants you on their team to represent the product that they have. So I believe in all the links below here on YouTube, you can see all of the things that I have going on. If you have any questions, just send me an email at kitrynmarie@gmail.com. I'd love to be able to help you grow your business, help you on your next adventurous journey, for today, for tomorrow. Be happy, be blessed, be thankful for all the wonderful things that come into your life. Remember, fate does turn on a dime, and you need to decide what side of that coin you want to be on. Thank you for all the subscribes. Thank you for all the likes, all the shares. Always leave a positive comment. Go over to my Pinterest page and see for yourself 32,000 views. Boy, talk about being humbled and blessed. Find me at Facebook under KM Designs, A Writer's Mind. Find me on Instagram at kitrynmarie. Be happy, be blessed, be thankful, and I will see you all soon. Bye.